Finally, a review of this! Hello dears, welcome to Beauty with a Heart. I'm Lily, also known as Lulu. Today I will be sharing with you this review. This is the I.M Cosmetix Mermaid palette. And this is created by Ikin. Her channel name is IkinMan. And yes, you dears will be very familiar with this palette because I've used this for many of my makeup videos and also some of my review or haul videos. And you dears are very nice because each time I use this palette on the eyes, I will surely get a compliment that my eye makeup is very beautiful. So thank you very much. I'll do hand swatches first, followed by a review, then this eye makeup look. And I will put the timestamp in the description box. So let's get started! Review time! I.M Cosmetix is an indie brand. This mermaid palette is the first product that I.M Cosmetix has. This is specially created with love from our beauty YouTuber, Ikin. Her channel name is IkinMan. I will link her channel name in the description box. I think in around October time, I watched her video. She just launched this product and she's selling her product at Carousel or Instagram. She also offers Singapore mailing with a $5 mailing cost. And this palette itself is an 18 color palette. There are a total of 36 colors. And the best part about this palette is you can choose these 18 colors by yourself and mix and match them. This 18 color palette is only $38. So divide by 18 pence is about $2 each. Packaging is really very beautiful. As you can see, this is the holographic dual chrome. So mermaidy. Mermaidy, is there such a word? If not, then I invented it. And comes with a plastic sheet inside. This is the magnetic palette. Magnetic zip palette. So you can take out and arrange accordingly to what you want. There is no color code in this packaging in the palette, but I guess for dears who are not beauty YouTubers and you just use it for your own purpose, actually I don't think you need the name. I met Ikin up to collect this palette, and when I first received this palette, I feel that this is very heavy. The glitters are all very densely pressed. I was very excited when I received this palette, and on the way back in the train, I started to play around with the glitters. I was just putting my finger on top of the glitters back then, and you see, not sure if you can see now, the glitters pick up very well, very intense and pigmented. And I didn't even press it hard. I just put my finger on top only. Hello Cat Bear, can you please stop moving? You are very eerie, yeah? And no, this is not a sponsored video. I paid this out of my own pocket and Ikin didn't give me any discount. But she gave me this silicone sponge blender. This glitters are all pressed, you need not apply any glue to apply it. When you apply these glitters with this kind of flat white brush, it doesn't fall out, or rather the fallout is very minimal. But if you were to use this kind of brush, this kind of angled eyeliner brush to draw on defined areas or just draw over your eyeliner, then it will fall out without any glue, acting as the base. And when I use my finger to apply on my eyes, actually it's not considered as fallout because my finger sometimes is too big to apply on the area that I wanted and it accidentally touched other areas. So it will have some glitters all over the eyes. And of course, at night when you want to remove the makeup, the glitters will move all over the face. These are all cosmetic grade glitters, so quite safe for the eyes. I'm not sure if you dears can see, this is the bunny logo. It means that this palette and this brand is cruelty free. Yay! Care Bear, please stop moving. My Care Bear is very happy today. I've watched a lot of videos how to DIY your pressed glitter palette, and usually the ingredients I've watched includes glycerin, alcohol, and glitters. Aloe vera gel is optional, but when I look at the ingredient list over here at the back of the palette, okay, it's too small for you dears to see. I will just write down and put in the screen. There are so many ingredients here. There's a lot of chemical terms. I just read out some of the commonly known name terms. There's vitamin E, sunflower seed oil, safflower seed oil, rice bran oil, sweet almond seed oil, apricot cannon oil, avocado oil, wheat germ oil, lecithin. And it's stated here that it's certified organic ingredient. I'm so surprised that it has so many oil inside this palette. And it also mentioned for external use only, keep out of reach of children, avoid direct contact with the eyes, and pressed glitters contains vitamin E oil. Due to the weather, it might leak some oil, but this does not affect the product. Talking about the vitamin E oil, I think this is a major drawback for me. Why? When I first received this palette and open it up, it's about an arm's length distance. I can smell a very strong, still old oily smell. So I was wondering whether this is safe. So I asked Ikin, and she told me that she's using vitamin oil. She doesn't want to add chemical to this palette and wants to keep it as organic and as natural as possible. And this is the vitamin E oil smell. And when I put on the eyes, I cannot smell this still oil smell anymore. So to me, as long as it's natural, I can still take the smell. When I received this and first opened this in the train, my husband was saying that these glitters are highly reflective and shining. So I was thinking, aren't all glitters like this? And he reminded me those low-grade glitters are very dull. They do not sparkle at all. And immediately I understand what he's talking about. And then as you can see, this is so reflective, isn't it? But there's also one thing that I realized. I bought this in November and this color is supposed to be white. I think the name is Yang, if I'm not wrong. This is Yin, this is Yang. This is the black, this is the white. It changes color already. So I'm not sure, is it because it oxidized or like what the cautioned statement mentioned? Due to the weather, it might leak some oil, but it does not affect performance, the product. But I will still use it on the eyes and see whether there's any reaction. For glitter products, I usually tend to be more careful. If I didn't remember wrongly, I used to love buying this glittery eyeliner from, is it Makeup Forever or Makeup Store? I can't remember which is which. It cost about 21 Sing dollar each. I love the colors of the glitters and I always play with it. The thing is, it stings my eyes. And you know this, sometimes when you are drawing glitter so near to the lash lines, it gets to the eyes. And that eyeliner actually stings my eyes and cause irritation to my eyes. So when I first saw this palette from Shikin's video, I was worried that this may sting my eyes also. I was checking with her whether there is a smaller palette, but she mentioned this is the only size she has right now. And after a few reviews I've watched from herself and her customers, I decided just buy this and try it out. Anyway, it's only like $38. And seriously speaking, I don't think Shikin earns a lot from this palette. I think the packaging, this pretty packaging here already kills her. But yeah, just keep it as it is. The lower the price, the better for us. Okay. So conclusion for this palette is, let me touch on the cons first, then proceed by the pro. First, it has a very strong steel oil scent. And secondly, only one of my color oxidized in 2 months time. 1 out of 18 colors. And the pros is, firstly, it's very densely pressed. The pricing is very reasonable at about $2 for each color. It's very glittery. And whenever I use this, I'll receive compliments. We need not wear glue as the base for the glitters to stick on. And there's minimum fallout. Packaging is beautiful. So overall, I think that this palette here is a very sincere product. And since you can customize your color, actually for 18 colors combination, you can create so many looks. I'm not so sure whether this is within your ability, but Shikin, these are the areas that I was thinking it can be improved. Firstly, the photos. The product photos are very beautiful. The background is very attractive, and I think this is the color of the background. But let me show you. I removed this from my palette, and if I were to put this against this holographic background, I can't really see the product color itself. Meaning, actually, this kind of colorful background snatch away the attention of the product itself. If it can be replaced by a plain or maybe white or plain black background, do you see the difference? We can focus on the product better and we can see the colors better. When I was shopping online for the colors, there isn't any product color description, or maybe not, that I can find back then. And I do not know that some of the colors are actually mixed glitters color. So meaning the glitters are made out of 2 colors. And given that the background is very colorful and there's no color description, when I receive it, then I realized there's 2 color glitters in one pen. So I was a big shock. I know actually editing all these colors, all these picture and photos and adding color description can be very tedious and very time consuming. But maybe, I don't know, it will help to convert more sales? I don't know. But I know Shikin is very open-minded because when I received this palette, she asked me to give a review. And I told her, is it alright that I can give my honest review? Because it can be very tricky. This is the first time I gave a review video and bought something from somebody I know. So I just want to make sure my review is my honest thought and she's open-minded enough. And she replied me, of course, all products have pros and cons. There's no 100% perfect product. And she allows me to give my 100% pure and true review. And anyway, this is not sponsored. So will I recommend this product? If you are living in Singapore and you are a makeup junkie like me, or you love glitters, or maybe you have some drama play, some stage performance, and you are looking for a rather cheap palette. You know, some palettes cost about more than $50 or $80. It's very expensive. So with just $38, you get 18 glitters palette. So you might want to get this and consider this. Anyway, I feel very happy to be able to support a fellow Singapore beauty YouTuber. And of course, within my means, I would love to support any YouTubers that comes out with their own products and I'm interested in their products.
Ready? Get set? Go, go, go! Yeah! All done! Done, 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 done!
Alright, that's all for my sharing today. I hope that this review can help you to decide whether you want to get this palette and it's useful enough for you. Last but not least, again, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. And Care Bear, can you stop vibrating? All that glitter is not gold. Often you have heard that too. Indeed, we can't judge a book by its cover. So dears, if you like this video, remember to give it a like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell notification button for more of my review, makeup, or inspirational videos. Thank you so much for your help. And you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye!